appointment number, I don't know. Today's topic is bodies. And oh my gosh, we have been talking about relationships. We're talking about bodies, hot topics, hot summer and hot topics. Um, it is one of the first organism of consciousness through which we get to know ourselves, know our parents, and know the world around us. So, thank you, bodies. Everywhere we haven't been taught how to, no, everywhere we haven't been exposed to possibilities, playfulness, intimacy, joy, and gratitude with our bodies. Can we just try and create that? And maybe just start asking what is my reality with my body and what is my reality with bodies in general that I've never been asked for or about, or I've never been asked to have and be. So everything that is right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. So I was reading, like, actually, one of the, I was reading a book, I was reading several books all at once. And one of the, there's one thing, there's one pencil note on the border of the page that just strike me today. And that's what he said. If you are not willing to be the source of what you know, you are allowing this reality to take over. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to actually put it in the chat for the ladies. So, just a second. Chat. Yes. So, if you're not willing to be the source of what you know, you're allowing this reality to take over. How would your life turn out if this was one of the first things that your parents empower you to know? Be the source of what you know. So everywhere that everything that is, and everywhere we haven't received a proper education with our being and our bodies, can we just destroy and uncreate that? And rather than feel pathetic and robbed by our parents, can we just lower all the barriers and walls and just send a wave of total gratitude to our parents for doing the best they could with the tools they had? And now it's time for you to know. Now it's time for you to know and for your body to know what it knows. So, and another thing I just wanted to just like put out there. How many of you gave your parents, allow your parents to claim that they created your body? So everywhere your body is owned by your parents. Which opens a very not funny scenario of genetic illness, little boobies, I don't know, fat asses, whatever that is, and all the lies of genetics and all the lies of that's the material you have, make the most out of it. You do not have any other choice besides the genetic material that you own. So everything that is, everywhere you're not claiming, owning, and acknowledging your body, but are giving that up in favor of your parents and of these realities' point of view? Would you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pug and puggle, night, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So all the commitments to, wow, all the commitments to just have the physical reality that your parents could handle. I'm going to say it in English now. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and buckle, nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So all the commitments of only having the physical reality that your parents could handle. Would you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and buckle, nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. It's funny because body is a physical, tangible element. It, and I'm going to say a big, big quote unquote, belongs to this reality. That's what we're continuously taught in school. Even, well, it's a bit more like high school conversation, but when you talk about a physical body, you say body, and you talk about movement, and you talk about organism. So we are told all over that our body belongs to this reality, that our body is subject to the rules and regulation of this reality. What if that wasn't the case for you? What is your reality with your body? And would you claim, own, and acknowledge the difference that you do? And everything that is right and wrong, good and bad, put and buckle, and shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So, I mean, there's several, many ways we could go with the body and the genetics and what we have been told and what we bought into and the possibility that we bought that we had or not regarding our body and regarding physical actualization all over the place, because it's not only the body, it's anything on the physical plane starts with our body as kids. So right now the conversation, it's actually, I was acknowledging it's 1 month already that we're having these conversations, and I am just scratching the surface of how widely deep the conscious parent, conscious kids topic is, because it addresses us as kids. I like to start there, and most often I also like to finish there, because it's just, I don't know, I feel it's very refreshing to just claim, own, and acknowledge the kid that you are. Because adult, I don't know, it's not my favorite word, or it's not my favorite category, let's say that. And then it calls us to acknowledge whatever we bought into, avoided, defended, or claimed as adults, maybe as parents. And then it also turns the focus and the attention toward how we have been parented and the relationship and the possibilities that are available with our parents, if they're still alive or if they're dead. Our parents still be, even if they were dead, they still be a behavioral role model in our life. Even if you were like adopted and grew up in an orphanage or in a community, they sure as fuck were adults that were referral points. So we're
Can I ask you a question? I'm so sorry.
Please.
Because you say, thank you. Even if your family, the parents are not alive, you said, and then there the question came. My mom died 20 years ago, and that's why is she still? I don't know. I don't even know the question. I just couldn't hear what you say. Probably it is my question. That's why I couldn't even hear you. Can you tell it again or explain a little bit more this one? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sure. Do you need to translate, Yazim?
I will give you only 2 seconds.
Sure. All the time you require.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So this conversation is part of the conscious parents, conscious kids conversation. But I'm just acknowledging how much it deals with conscious adult, conscious kids, and how it is not only the parent, son or daughter relationship that has this learning and inspiration and role model quality, but it's a much wider conversation. It can be teacher, pupil, it can be speech therapist, little client, it can be doctor, patient, it can be so many things. And Yazim was talking about how our mom is not on this plane anymore since 20 years. How many how many things have we learned regarding the legacy and the heritage that our parents pass on to us? And in Italian, we do not have 2 words. It's just heritage. So heritage stays for physical possession that gets passed on. So my house gets to my kids. And in English, we do have the word legacy, which is anything not tangible that you pass on to your child. So, for example, a sense like the importance of friendship, or how relevant it is to be honest or loyal, or many things. So what would it take to be aware about the impact that our parents' reality still has on us, even though we might be grown up? And if you're a bit of a rebel, I'm watching all of you. If you're a bit of a rebel, you might have said, I'm never going to do like my parents. Those suckers. I love them, but I'm never going to do like them. Well, and that is quite interesting. I was doing the How to Become Money workbook lately. I'm loving it. And everywhere we go into accepting and aligning with something, or resisting and reacting to something, we do not have choice. So, and lately Access Consciousness has cleared so many things with the reactive reality. We won't go into depth about that right now, but like, what would it take to have your parents' legacy, dead or alive, as one of the options, one of the channel that you can use to shop for your reality, rather than the only option? What would it take to know that you have these things available, but that's not all, that you have way many options, possibilities, and choices? And I just look at how much we all live in a, it's almost like a culture of impossibilities. You cannot be greater than you were yesterday. You cannot heal and transform your body, in a heartbeat. You cannot have a great relationship with your child and your parents. I mean, there is this need of struggle that is all around. And it's insane. It's insanity 101. Actually, one of the things that I refer to most, well, one is plants, because I love plants. I'm just like in awe. I just love everything green. I'm like, plants are the best. They're not annoying. They do their thing. They know what they know. They work as an organism of consciousness. But also animals. If you and your body were the organism of consciousness that you truly be, if you were the mammal of consciousness, of receiving that you truly be, what choices would you have available? And would you drive yourself nuts for just stupid problems, stupid made up problems, like everybody do? So everything that is right and wrong, good and bad, buckle, night shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. Does it help you? I know it's like a bit of a wider thing, but
No, thank you so much, because it's like we are copying our parents, and the heritage thing that you explained the difference, it was awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chiara.
you're so welcome, Yassine. Oh God. So, I mean, it's 3 minutes to go, but do you have any questions? Other question? I love your question, Azim. Thank you. We often discount the impact and influence that our legacy or our ancestors have on us and the choices that we do have. And we're not going to go on an entity conversation right now, but it's good to acknowledge them. It's good to consider them and then move on and create your life.
No, it was awesome, because you said it was like my only choice to be like my mother. Only choice. No, it's not. Thank you so much for reminding it. Thank you.
Oh, so what creation? I mean, it's a bit of an overall thing, but I think it could be a contribution. What creation of your body are you using to validate your parents' realities? Everything that is. Can we destroy and uncreate that? Yeah, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all night shirts, boys, poets, and beyond. Wow, what creation of your body are you using to validate your parents' realities? Are you choosing? Everything that is, right and wrong, good and bad, fun and pock, all night shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. You have my blessings to go and drink alcohol at 7:20 past 7 p.m. Because I think that when you run this clearing, you're gonna be like, oh God, what am I choosing? So let's do it again. It's nice. It's a bit of vortex thing before we close. What creation of your body are you using to validate your parents' realities? Are you choosing? Everything that is. Will you just try and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, bottom block, all night, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. I would have never imagined we'd go there. Does it get even better? Bodies, it's a can of worms, apparently. I mean, it's amazing when you allow yourself to know that you have choice, that you can have your reality, and you stop waiting for anyone's permission to have your own reality. What a playground, right? So, oh well. um Thank you for being with us today. I mean, I'd love to have more questions, but I also know it's not today. we're gonna have a conscious parent, conscious kids intro, or conscious adult, conscious kids intro. I mean, I don't know, the whole shebang soon. So there's gonna be more time to explore any topic. And yeah. So thank you. Thank you, ladies.